Well, now it's time for us to bring on our speaker for the day, and that's Ernest Comer III. Ernest is the founder and executive director of E. Howard Company Professional Innovations. As an entrepreneur, professional, philanthropist, and author, he is dedicated to connecting businesses and individuals to resources for continuous learning and enrichment. Ernest is a career advancement strategist with more than a decade of experience encouraging highly effective solutions to meet exceptional standards and create unforgettable experiences. He's a husband and a father of two. Ernest is passionate about personal and professional growth, wellness, and education. He works to provide greater exposure to unpopular examples of leadership, influence, and success, helping people get further, faster, while being more satisfied in the work they do. The title of Ernest's talk today is The Pursuit of Excellence and Unforgettable Experiences. Please join me and welcome our speaker for the day, Ernest Comer III.
Awesome. Thank you so much for the warm introduction. Very much appreciated. Listen, when you get what you want in your struggle for self and the world makes you king for a day, go to the mirror, look at yourself, and see what that man has to say. For it isn't your mother, your brother, or wife whose judgment upon you must pass. The person whose verdict counts most in your life is the one staring back from the glass. He's the one to please, never mind all the rest, for he's with you clear till the end, and you've passed your most dangerous, difficult test. If the man in the glass is your friend, you can fool the whole world down the pathway of years and get pats on the back as you pass, but your final reward will be heartache and tears if you've cheated the man in the glass. It's one of my favorite poems. It's by a guy named Peter Dale Wimbrough, and the parable goes that Peter wrote that or etched it into a wall of a prison cell. And one of the reasons I appreciate that poem so much is because of the power and the message of being who you say you are. The power of being who you say you are. And I think that's really a cornerstone of leadership. And it's really what I'm here to talk to you today about is the pursuit of excellence and unforgettable experiences. As my friend Mark said, my name is Ernest Comer III. And a little bit about me. My family here is the thing that keeps me going, that keeps me driving. My incredible wife, my amazing children. My son just got started with a small group called Readers Rally, and he's a great reader. He loves to read, and now he's reading competitively, if you can believe that. And my daughter is like a natural born performer. I love to see it, and so we've got her participating in ballet. And she just loves to take over the stage. And my incredible wife, of course, is a mental health practitioner. And so she's doing some incredible work, changing lives near and far. So that's my family. That's really a major part of how I define myself, is the role that I play in the lives of the people around me. And so I want to make sure that I speak to that first, because for me, it's an incredibly important element of how I define who I am, but more importantly, it's how I would like people to be introduced to who I am. My preference is not that you recognize me for the professional accomplishments that I've come across, but that you see me as a person who's invested in the work of impacting lives and invested in the authenticity and leaning into the authenticity of being who I am as a husband, as a father, as a community member, as a friend. The work that I do is all focused on helping current and future executives really lean into this idea of getting further faster, being more satisfied in the work that they do, because I recognize the fact that so many of us drive toward achieving these major accomplishments that go above and beyond what we could have seen in our wildest dreams, without recognizing that the joy that we experience in that process should truly be the thing that we're pursuing in the first place, right? It really matters not just what it is we accomplish, but how we feel in those accomplishments. And I'm personally invested in making sure that the people that I work with, the organizations that I serve, have an opportunity to really see things through and be fulfilled in the purpose that they have for the work that they do. That starts with exploring their values, right? When I think about what my personal values are, my core values, they really start with being people over everything, right? And what does people over everything mean? People over everything means, to me, focusing on the experiences of the people around me, being acknowledgement, having acknowledgement for the people that I come in contact with, people that I share space with, and making sure that I see you, you see me, you see me seeing you, and we see each other, acknowledge each other, and support one another in the spaces that we operate together. And beyond that is leading with care and curiosity, going beyond this work of pushing toward the achievement of goals to making sure that I have a clear understanding of where you are in the process of getting to where you want to be professionally, personally. And as we work together toward achieving the goals and the best vision of this organization or the work that we're doing as a collective, that we're on the same page about what that experience looks and feels like, so that we can achieve this thing and feel good about it, not just achieve this thing and be burnt out at the end of it all. And what I learned is that burnout doesn't necessarily come from exhaustion. We can work hard and feel just fine about working hard, but burnout comes from the frustration that goes along with doing things that aren't aligned with who you want to be. Burnout comes from having an experience that doesn't match with the experience that you want to be having, right? And that's where the exhaustion comes from, that leads to a type of circumstance that you're not just out of capacity and energy to do the work, but you're out of energy and capacity to even have enthusiasm for the work. And that's what burnout is. So beyond being people over everything and beyond leading with care and curiosity, another core value of mine is meeting exceptional standards, right? And what does it mean to meet exceptional standards? What does it mean to set exceptional standards? It really means looking beyond what you see as an example of achieving something and doing well, achieving something and doing a great job, but experiencing the progression toward that goal and feeling as though the work that you're doing along the way is fulfilling. And as you achieve the things that you set in front of you, you recognize, like, not only are we doing something great, but the work that it takes to do something great feels great. I feel great about it, and we're getting to an incredible place. That is setting and meeting an exceptional standard. And of course, one of my strongest core values is about creating unforgettable experiences. The experiences, at home and at work that are more than just fun, more than just powerful, memorable, but truly unforgettable. Those experiences where, from now until whenever, years into the future, you acknowledge these moments as transformative moments that really changed how you operate in the space that you operate from and your approach to the work that you do from here on out. I think having core values that guide the path forward for your career and for the work that you do can really set you up for a type of success that feels much more than just financially beneficial, but truly, deeply, deeply feeling like you are fulfilled. And that's what I hope is the experience for as many people as I can possibly come into contact with. A lot of that starts with abandoning the fear that you may have for what comes with that experience. There's so much that goes into this work of being someone who impacts the communities we serve, that impacts the people that we work with. There's so much that goes into being a resource to the people around you. And there's this opportunity that we have to see ourselves as someone who can contribute to the community and to the people that we serve in a way that feels bigger than who we are. It feels much bigger than who we are. And that's okay. And that's okay. And the fear that you feel, that's okay too. And when you think about this idea of abandoning that fear to just do it anyway, having that fear exist and just do it anyway, that doesn't necessarily mean the fear won't follow you. Okay, I can't promise you that. What I can promise you is there's a great reward that comes with having fear and doing the work anyway, getting it done, moving forward without having the attachment to the fear that keeps you stagnant. And so I hope that you and everybody under the sound of my voice will lean into the idea that the vision that you have for the future is too important for you to not pursue it. That the mission that you are intended to lead, the mission that is best fit for who you are, it requires your leadership. And it requires that you step into that in a way that makes what is possible actually possible. Because the reality is without you, it's not. Without you, it's not. And that's just the truth of it. The truth of it is without your leadership, the mission that you are meant to lead is not possible. So my hope is that you will dive in head first and get the work done, abandon the fear, and lean into those unforgettable experiences. Lean into that pursuit of excellence so that whatever it is that comes to mind for you as a thing that's fulfilling, the thing that warms your heart, that nourishes your spirit, that thing is achieved through the work of your hands and through the work of the folks that you put in position to get things done. Now, I know I'm here, for a good time, not a long time. I know that. So I don't want to take too much time diving into this, but I want to make sure that I spend some time talking about this idea of taking your time. And often in this work of executive leadership, especially, as you lean into your ambition, your mentors, your advisors, your board of directors will guide you toward patience, will encourage patience. I think it's beautiful advice. It's highly encourageable. Be patient in the work that you do. And being patient, in my mind, is very different from taking your time. And what I like to say is, I don't take my time, I control the pace. And that's what I want to encourage you to do as you think about what the future looks like for your organization, or the work that you want to do, the community you intend to serve, the impact that you intend to have locally, globally, what have you. Don't take your time. Control the pace. Control your breathing. Control your reaction to the moments. Recognize the possibilities that are ahead of you. And while we're not rushing into the work that needs to be done, we absolutely have a sense of urgency in recognizing the responsibility to take action and do that work, while we're being patient in achieving the outcomes that we hope to see. We're patient in achieving the outcomes we hope to see. We're recognizing a sense of urgency to do the work, and we're controlling the pace for that environment. We're setting the tone, and we're driving forward to get things done in the way that they should be, right? And that's all in the path of pursuing excellence, on the path of pursuing excellence, and on that path, on that journey of creating unforgettable experiences for yourself and for the people around you. Because as the leader of the work that you do, just as important it is to create experiences for the people that you serve, it's just as important that you come into that work with joy and wellness and peace and excitement so that the experience that you have is full and fulfilling and puts you in position to achieve even greater things than would have been possible if you led into it being burnt out already. So I hope that for you. I hope the best for you. I'm super excited for everything that you're going to achieve. And I just truly appreciate the opportunity to be heard, be seen. I can't wait to see you